I guess I should turn on some lights around here. Let's get some lights going. Let's see. Get this going. There we go. So go ahead. Let's go ahead and open this window. It's not bad. I got people outside. Hey, Niels. Greetings and salutations, HD. Let's get this. Yeah, it's not too bad here right now. The rain's let up for a bit. Actually, I saw there's like people out there walking around. Did they go to the swimming pool in the rain? What the hell are they doing? Yeah, it's not too bad here in Tagaytay. I had a little bit of rain earlier, but that is the beauty of living in Tagaytay. It's like the weather doesn't really get super bad here. Neos, why would they go swimming in the rain? Don't they know they're going to get wet? LOL. I guess, yeah, you're already wet. Might as well get submerged. HC, best time to do it without getting burned by the sun. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's definitely not a lot of sunshine out right now. I don't know if this is just a respite or if it's gonna stay like this. I think this is just a respite, like between bursts of rain. Neil said, my rule is if you can hear or see lightning and thunder, then get out of the pool. Otherwise, let's take a call. Hello, we're live. How are you doing?
Are you online?
Yeah, welcome to the show.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the. You want to say wait? You want to say hi to everybody? Look, let me. I can't see you. I get.
This is your own phone. The screen is not.
Oh yeah, the screen's got lines in it. Look now, they see your lips.
Okay. I didn't know you were online.
All right. Well, thanks for calling the show. All right. Let me get. HG said, I swam in the beach there in the Philippines during the storm. Waves were huge. Yeah, I can imagine, like, when it's windy. Hillbilly said, howdy, Ray. Hey, Hillbilly. HD sounds Filipina. Yeah, that's my girlfriend calling. She's got a. She must not have got the notification that I was live, but it's all good. I like any of you on my Facebook. Y'all can call in anytime. I don't care. Let's wait. Why is this thing not in follow mode? Put it back in follow mode. I might make me a second cup of coffee. Y'all come make some coffee with me. If my robot friend will cooperate. Earlier he was freaking out. Like he would follow me for a minute and then like go back to some kind of rest mode looking at the couch. Some water. turn this on. Cup in there. All right, we got coffee making. HD, if you want to know how most Filipinos talk, they usually swap P and F sounds. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, what's up? What's up, plant editor? What have you been doing? Making you had like Roblox content on your channel. I'm not much of a gamer. We were talking about games yesterday, but they were like older computer games, you know, back when I was a practicing nerd instead of just a, you know, I don't know if I'm a retired nerd or not. I still have lots of nerdiness in me. But we'll wait for the coffee to make. Morning, masked clown. You're out of school today because of the weather. I forget where you are. Like the last time you were on live stream, you were talking about some kind of school project with like a murder mystery or something. We didn't do stuff like that when I was in school. We just like learned out of books. We didn't do any role playing. Speaking of role playing, HD, so what's the topic tonight? It was games to alcoholic beverages. Whatever comes up, HD. I was actually, like, when I was watching James and Karen and we were talking on there, I actually started looking at I Googled Comic-Con in the Philippines. Because I've never been to a Comic-Con in my life. I was really into comics when I was a kid. But never been to one, but it seems like pretty much all of the things that are in the Philippines involved dressing up as some kind of anime character. And I've never been into anime. Like that was after my time. You did D&D? Yeah, role playing absolutely. Yeah, I had the whole original set. But like the original book was like all like blue ink, the player's manual. I had the big hardbound monsters manual and like all the manuals. I had like had all the stuff. I had hexagon graph paper to make my own like dungeons, and yeah, I was a geek. Of course I played Dungeons and Dragons. Dream of Future, Ray, I never received notification my phone was charged. Okay. Well, you're here now, Hillbilly. Is making moonshine legal in the Philippines? Yes, it is. They have no restrictions about making alcohol. There's probably some about making alcohol for sale, but I researched it here a while back, and no, you can't grow marijuana, but you can make your own liquor. I mean, that's it's all over the place, with the coconut wine and what else do they make wine out of? But yeah. We had to change it to a bully type where my 3 girl classmates are the bullies, while my friend Jasmine is the bullied girl, and I'm the vice principal, and Rio is the principal. Okay, so y'all have like a whole new play going on. It sounds like a drama class. Are you in a drama class, Mass Clown? You always tell me about all these scenarios at school where you're play acting something. HD, I didn't get to go to San Diego Comic Con, but I went to the one in LA. Yeah, I've never been to one. They seem like they would be fun, but uh, tequila was made because of Filipinos brought to the New World. Mass Clown said yes. Okay, so it's a drama class. That is cool. Whenever I went to, like when I was in high school, hey, stop looking at my butt. I'm watching you. My robot cameraman always wants to check out my butt when I'm not looking. We'll do a second cup of coffee. Hey, come here. Where are you going? Come here. HT said, what group were you a part of when you were in high school? HD, when I was in high school, hold on. When I was in high school, I was in the Nobody Likes You group because I was living in Italy when I was like 12 to 13. And so when we came back to the U.S. into Louisiana, it was a very small town. Like my high school, Stanley High School, wasn't a city, wasn't even a town. It was the village of Stanley. And the high school, like I had, I think 16 people in my graduating class. And I think like one of those was the GED. So 16 people in my graduating class. I played football in Italy. There was no football team at Stanley High School. Then I lived Footloose. I mean, the movie Footloose. Like, whenever I went my first day of school, like I was, wearing jeans and a button-up shirt with like a skinny knit tie. And I got to school and like all the guys were wearing like bib overalls with their tucked into their boots. So yeah, I was an outcast from day one, and I literally lived the movie Footloose because there was no dancing allowed at my school. Like our senior prom was a banquet. We didn't have a prom. There was no dancing, and I know that seems hard to believe that like I went to high school where there was no dancing, but because I'm a dancer. That's what, But yeah, there was HD, the Outcast, absolutely. Do you speak much Creole, French, Cajun? No, not too much. Like, I know very few. There's like Laissez le bon temps rouler, which is let the good times roll. There's Lagniappe, which is like a little something extra. That's about it. That's about all the Cajun French that I really know. HD played football in high school, got to be the defensive MVP, but also paid the price of breaking a couple of bones. All fingers. Okay, broke bones in your hand. Yeah, that sucks. I was before I got back to Louisiana in Italy, I was a tight end. Mostly a blocking tight end. Because I was always tall for my age. I was kind of lanky. Didn't have a lot of weight on me, but I now have a baby sister, Gabriella. That's awesome, Mass Clown. Hey, look, Mass Clown, I'm talking to you. Like, always look out for your little sister. Like, you know, uh, you're the big brother, and you need to always watch out for your little sister Gabriella. HD, I'm surprised you didn't like Gambit and X-Men. I did. I liked the X-Men. I didn't really get into them until later, like when I was almost out of comic books. But you know, I I got into it later, and yeah, he was, he is from New Orleans, and I get always. I guess that's another like Cajun French I know as Micher. Micher is it's like M apostrophe S or C Here, Micher, and it basically means my love. Uh, because Gambit was a big flirt. Uh, I have a French friend here in the Philippines. They're good guys. Yeah, uh, like French or French Canadian or French Louisiana, which there's not really a lot of French Louisiana now. Like there's people that still, use a little bit of like French slang just to spice up their conversation, but speaking full like French, Cajun French, not too much of a thing anymore. But yeah, high school was challenging for me because I'm the type that I'm like I go out of my way to be different. I was I was the first and only male cheerleader in Stanley High School history. It's like, hey, I get to dance around, hang out with the girls. Seemed like a no-brainer to me, but yeah, it didn't go over well with the the guys at high school. HD, I wasn't big either, but I made up for it with tenacity and speed. Then I ran into a couple of 6'5", 200-pound linemen. They realized I needed mass, and that's where the weight gain started. Okay. Wish I didn't try to gain weight by eating. Yeah, there's a. Well, that's that can definitely be an issue. Like I never had. I don't like, especially when I was that age. Like I couldn't. I don't think I could put on weight if I tried. Um, and I'm not saying I tried, didn't really try, but like I used to eat a lot, and like my metabolism was like I had like a hummingbird metabolism. Like I couldn't get over like 140, 145 pounds. Like uh, I don't know what like my highest weight in high school was, but it couldn't have been much more than that. I was always like rail thin, lean. Uh, let's see. Mask on. I kind of wear my mask in my bedroom, outside, or even in the living room. Okay, you like wearing masks, mask clown. That's your thing. Uh, Enjoy being a kid as long as you can, mask clown. Like, have fun. Enjoy your life. I'm not saying that it gets worse when you're an adult, but uh, sometimes you can't be as free and expressive as you'd want to be, depending on the social situation. Now I'm a little bit free. Let's see. Hope you OD on caffeine, bud. Thank you. I need to get me a little energy boost. But I don't know if it's okay to if you can OD on caffeine. I don't know what like how much coffee you would have to drink. A lot. You'd have to drink a lot of coffee. HD said, I was 150 pounds, but I was in terrific shape, able to do handstand push-ups. Can't even do one today. Well, I know, HD, I know I can do 59 push-ups because I had one day a while back, I had a buddy come in live stream. You can, it's caffeine pills. Yeah, I can imagine. But I was saying, like drinking coffee, I think you'd have to drink a lot of coffee to get to like an OD level of caffeine. But anyway, I had a buddy come in and his thing was doing push-ups on his live streams. It was Skinny Gorilla Mike was his name. But he came in, he told me it was his birthday and that it was 59, so on the live stream I did 59 push-ups for him. Not all at once. I think I did like 30, 20, and 19 or something like that. But it was in a fairly short period of time. Max I ever did in best shape was 105 push-ups nonstop. Yeah, I don't know what my most was. It was definitely when I was in the Navy. Every year we'd have like PT examinations, and I think one year, like I performed well. If you got like a high enough score on your PT evaluations, then like you got to skip the next year. And I think it was like maybe the year before I went out, like I scored high enough. You had to, it was like run a mile and a half, meet a certain threshold of push-ups and then sit-ups. And I forget how many was like the, excellent but I exceeded all those numbers that year. So I didn't have to test the next year. But like I said, I've always been, kind of lean and, in decent shape. Not really strong, just like it's easy to do push-ups when you're light. Okay, well, I don't know what happened. I'm losing viewers. Did my Wi-Fi go out? Yeah, I guess I'm down to 2 viewers, me and HD. They don't do that skip anymore. You're tested every year unless you're deployed. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like when I was in that, I think that was a thing. Like, there was a certain level you got above, and then if you were below a certain level, then you were put on the conditioning program, and you had to like go every week for conditioning. But I was never in that. But I don't know why my viewer count dropped so low all of a sudden. FEP. Yeah. The whatever that program is, I forget the name of it. But fitness enhancement program. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not politically correct, but we called it the Fat Boy program. I called it fat enlisted people. Yeah, yeah. There was the fat boy program, and like there's no political correctness in the military. Like the when people wore eyeglasses, the do you know what they call the like the military issued eyeglasses? Do you know what those are called? BCDs. Yeah. Oh, you call BCGs? Yeah. Birth control devices. Uh, yeah, because you're not going to get laid wearing those glasses. Jason Potter, going to have to load up and head to James Cairns and make some good soup. Yeah, no, Hillbilly's here. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I left him plenty of ingredients. Uh, like I left him spices and uh, bouillon, and I didn't mean to leave my filet. I was gonna bring that back with me. I need to the next trip. I'm gonna have to steal that back because you can't find gumbo filet here. A little bit goes a long way. But I brought him aspirin and seasoning mix for fried chicken and all kinds of good stuff. What's my favorite movie? What genre? Like I would, I mean it would change, I guess, depending on my mood. Like I would probably have to put, for drama, like Shawshank Redemption up near the very top. Load that good gin up there and share it with them. No, they can't have my gin. I had to go. Forrest Gump was always my favorite. I liked Forrest Gump per decade. Hold on, per decade. Which decade are we starting? I had to start with the 70s. Okay, was I think 80s. Okay, well, I'll throw in 70s. I would say Godfather in the 70s. Back to Future in the 80s. 90s would be, let's see, what would I pick for the 90s? I don't know when, let's see, 90s. I can't really think of a 90s movie off the top of my head. He gone back a lot of decades, JT. What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? That's a toss-up. I mean, I would say Pulp Fiction, and then I liked Reservoir Dogs. Like the scene where Michael Madsen is dancing around and cuts off the cop's ear. It's like classic. I mean, I liked Django Unchained, but yeah, probably Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. He started with Years Before I Was Born. Godfather was every guy's favorite. Yeah. I mean, leave the gun, take the cannoli. Classic. But then, like further on, like I think my favorite comedy of all time, right now, would be. Oh, okay. I don't know if that helped or not. Yeah, I'm losing viewers. Yeah, am I frozen again? Wait. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with. Let's see. what year was, okay, I was trying to think of one in the 90s. Was The Princess Bride in the 90s? Because that's one of my favorite all time movies, too. I love The Princess Bride. And, let's see, 2000s would be probably, I think Forrest Gump was in 2000. 2010s would be, yeah, I don't know. Well, that, no, like 2010 wouldn't be Forrest Gump. It would be, I think that would be Talladega Nights if that was there. I don't know. There was a lot in that time period that I liked. Like I'm a big movie buff. Pretty much anything pop culture. Like I'm like pretty knowledgeable in like pop culture. You know, I'm always that guy. Like if you're in a crowd of people and like a song comes on, and somebody goes, you know, hey, what's the name of that group that sings this song? And everybody's thinking, and then like I just blurt it out because that's what I do. And everybody's, of course, yeah, that's right. Because people know the right answer when they hear it. They just can't make that connection in their brain. But I was always good about like making those connections. Yeah, I refreshed my internet. I don't know if that solved the problem for good or what. So, I wish there was a way we could have some kind of way. Maybe I would get more viewers. I'll have some kind of trivia contest. I don't know what I could give to the winner, but and see, it would be hard to do like a trivia contest because I mean, like everybody would be googling shit. I'd have to be fairly obscure to make that work. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that work. Have like a trivia contest that's Google proof. Yeah, I'm down to double digit or single digit viewers. It's been that way for a while. This is not a good time to live stream, I don't think. No Lord of the Rings on your movie list? Yeah, now I don't think I had gotten to, or would that be 2010s? And my favorite Lord of the Rings movie was Twin Towers. Um, the second, I think, was my favorite. Uh, like I liked all of them. Don't get me wrong, but the second movie to me was the best. 2000s was Lord of the Rings. I don't know what I put in the 2000s for my list, but yeah, like my genres like would be like sci-fi, fantasy, and drama. Like I didn't really like. I never really liked like horror movies. Like there's very few like horror movies that I would consider good. Helm's Deep, the reason. Yeah, I like the Helm's Deep battle, but I actually like the battle like after that, where you know, like they're the back and forth between Gimli and uh, oh my mind went blank. Damn, that the elf's name just flew out of my head. Gimli and let's see, Aragorn was main guy. Gimli was, and the elf was, name it, Legolas. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, I think probably my favorite scene of all three movies was when Legolas took down the elephant and like slid down his trunk, and then Gimli said, "That only counts as one." Favorite part of the whole series. Uh, let's see. I never watched Firefly. Like I know of it. HD will win all the trivia. I don't know. I would give him a run for his money. You're getting your geek card rejected. 90s TV show. 7 touchdowns in 1 game. Pole high. What show? 90s TV show. Married with Children. Yeah. Polk high. Yeah. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Married with Children because, like, in the early 90s, we moved. I was in South Carolina, and like we there was no cable, and like the only TV station that came in clear was Fox, and Fox was like brand new, and so all they showed was Married with Children, 21 Jump Street, the Tracy Ullman Show. You know, when the Simpsons were still like a cartoon short in the show, and let's see, what else did they have? Because it was pretty much those 3 shows on repeat. Uh, it's like not a lot of different content. Al Bundy, the man, is the myth, the legend. Yeah, what other shows were in that early? I'm trying to think. I remember, like I said, I remember Married with Children, 21 Jump Street, and the Tracy Ullman Show, and that's about it from the early days of Fox. Family Matters, Step by Step. I don't remember those in the early, like, Boy Meets World. Yeah, those weren't in the early days. I'm talking about like when Fox was like brand new, like the uh, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Those are 90s and ABC. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, we didn't get that. We got Fox, and they only had like it was a like when Fox was like brand new. You know, there was ABC, NBC, CBS, then Fox came up, and they only had like 3 shows, and that's all I could see when we lived in Navy housing in South Carolina. Like where we were, for some reason, like that is the only channel we got. So I was very familiar with Johnny Depp in 21 Jump Street, and Married with Children, and the Tracy Ullman Show. And like I said, that's the only shows I can remember. Someone Google that. What was the first? What was the first? What was the first? Wait, when did it? Was the first? I keep hitting the Small Wonder. Was that on Fox? What was? Wait. First. On Fox. Okay, The Late Show with Joan Rivers. Let's see. Let's look. Wait. Well, Vox being it's beginning its official primetime line fine year with Married with Children, The Tracy Ullman Show. When did the X-Files start? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Alf. Yeah. Same thing when I woke up in the middle of the night and watched Tales from the Crypt, Twilight Zone, and The Outer Limits. Colonel said, "Yo, Ray, yo, Colonel." I believe Alf was 80s. Yeah, Fox started in 86 or 87. So like I was in South Carolina like 91, and they didn't have a big lineup of shows. Jason, what did you make to eat when you first got home? I told you what I was gonna eat was pork steak. Star Trek: The Next Generation. I was never a big Star Trek fan. Not raining over here now. It's not raining here either, Colonel. Like it's. Let's go back to the window. Yeah, it's still got some overcast skies, but we got people out and about doing stuff. Yeah, it's it was raining this morning, but we're having a respite right now. Hopefully it lasts for a while. Like it's nice weather right now. It's like a nice cool breeze. I like it. You did. Wait. Oh, nice. You did. What is that? LTB? I don't know what that means, Jason. Is that a golf course? No, that's just my backyard. HD TNG was the first TV show I remember watching in memory. I believe I was 2 years old at the time. I finally got out of the mountains. Cool, David. You back down in civilization. Jason said everything looks so clean. Yeah, I love it. That's one of the things I love about here. Like it seems, and I'm not talking down on the Philippines, but a lot of places you go, like it seems kind of, I don't know, grimy. But like yesterday when I went down, like there was guys down like the concrete border of the stairs, like they had like buckets with like bleach in it, and they were scrubbing like all the mold and mildew off of the concrete. Like you don't see, like other places, like they don't worry about it. Like you see concrete walls that's got like green stuff all over it everywhere, but not here. They keep all that clean. And at my home in San Jose, California. Awesome, David. Jason, I meant you actually made the food you said on the boat. Yeah, I still got some in here. I'll make some more today, but let me pull this out of the fridge. And I went to the grocery store yesterday, and like the the butcher like cut this special for me. He just took a whole piece of pork and started cutting pork steaks off of it. Let's see if I can get down here. But yeah, it was like a couple of slabs of pork steak, and then so I cooked some up yesterday, and got some bread, make a pork steak sandwich with some sweet baby rays and some sour cream and onion potato chips. So that's what I had yesterday, Jason. I had pork steak sandwich with sweet baby rays and chips and Pepsi. And then today, later, I think I might cook the pork steak, and then if I have to, I've got some bacon grease in my little container over there. If I have to add some more, but I'll cook up some pork steak and put it to the side, and then make a gravy with some rice, and have like rice with pork gravy and pieces of pork. Is it hard finding decent beef there? No, not in Tagaytay. Like Tagaytay is like there's it's the mahogany beef market. They got whole sides of beef hanging up, and they'll cut whatever you want off of it. HD iShow Speed is still live right now. He got 50,000 viewers. Wow, that's amazing. I'm glad for his success. Jason Ray, does your stores have the cuts of meat you're used to, or do you have to make what they have work? At times, like I have to make what they have work. For one thing, you can't really find any smoked meat, at least not easily. Like I'm still looking for, to source like some smoked ham hocks, because I like to make. Well, I think I might be out of black eyed peas. I gave like my last bag of dried black eyed peas to James and Karen, so I'm gonna have to import some more black eyed peas. But I like to, make some black eyed peas with, smoked pork. And yeah, you can't really find that too much here. I will look it up. HD. Good morning, sir. 10:22 a.m. Bangladesh. Hey, Herday. But yeah, like sometimes I have to like be creative with meats, but normally it all comes down to seasoning. One thing I noticed, even on like the pork, like the fat cap on it is, I don't know how to, like, thicker. Like it's like if you cooked like the pork with the fat cap, the meat would get done before the fat cap would render. So like what I do is like I cut the fat cap off and kind of cut it up, then put it in the pan and like render the fat, and then put the meat in to cook in like the rendered fat, to season the meat. But like cooking it all together, like it doesn't render at the same like fast enough, like the meat's done before the fat renders. So that's one uh, like alteration that I've made in like my cooking is I cook fat first. Jason Potter, the audience trying to get him to go to San Jose right now. How are you, sir, and your family? Man, everybody's good every day. Like I'm enjoying the cooler weather today. Jason laughing at HD. Yeah, I'm enjoying the cooler weather. Just chilling. I wonder if I could put this here. Give y'all a different view. Will that stay? Will you stay? Don't move around so much. But you know, the hardest things to find in the Philippines, besides smoked meat, is dairy products, and even like the imported dairy products are different. Um, you know, like you can get like cheese and butter and stuff from like New Zealand, Australia, but it's still just a little bit different than what you're like. If you're from the U.S., I don't know how to describe the difference. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's just a different like flavor profile with dairy in the Philippines. Uh, how's your how, how's your family in there? Hey, well, I never said how's your family and them. Like in Louisiana, they say how's your mama and them. It's dim. Uh, we don't do ths in Louisiana. It's dim dare dat like who dat. Uh, but yeah, how'd your mama and them? Uh, you got a cheese board there. I don't know if I really like have a chart. Are you talking about like a charcuterie board? No, I've got a wooden cutting board. I've got a wooden cutting board that, but not like a charcuterie. Charcuterie. How do you say charcuterie? Charcuterie board. Um, I lost my place. Oh, a chessboard. Why did I read that? Because I was talking about dairy, and but no, I don't have a chessboard. I don't really play chess. I don't really play checkers either. I don't, like, I'm a card guy. Like any card game, um, like if I've never played it, like give me an hour to kind of learn some rules and nuances and figure it out, and I will be good. Like cards have always been my thing. Whether it's spades, hearts, poker, uh, tunk, gin, euchre, cribbage, bridge, what else do I have? Pinochle. Yeah, pretty much like all the major card games, like I'm pretty good at. Significant portion. Wait. Uh, you can play Pusoy Dos with many locals there. Yeah, I don't know that. Is that a card game? It's like playing poker. Okay, I play poker here. I have to go to. Um, where is that? Wow, my mind's going blank this morning. Hold on, let me catch up with these other comments before I get there. We always have food on the brain when we watch your channel. Yeah, like, I'm always talking about like food. If like conversation lags, a significant portion of Filipinos are lactose intolerant. I did not know that. Pusoy dos, like playing poker hands. Filipinos like to gamble. Yeah, like there's a lot of like you have to. Yeah, I had to adjust my poker game a little bit because you know, uh, because Filipinos do like to gamble and they uh, like the way to win in the Philippines is uh, patience and don't bluff. You don't bluff Filipinos. They're gonna call if they're curious. They'll give you money because like they're they're more afraid of getting bluffed than they are of losing money. Uh, but I go to there's a I'm trying to think of the name of the town. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's Kawit, Kawit. There's a poker club there called like Boss Poker. It's in the mall and it's like on the third floor, and it's just like that's all that's there. It's just poker, and like every once in a while I'll go there and uh, play some poker. But I have to really be in the mood because I have to take a like a joyride car, and it's like you know 1,000 pesos over there and 1,000 pesos back. So you know just the trip itself is you know 35 35 to 40 pesos like to go play. Um, and so it's not about making money because it's just do it for fun every once in a while. I just got eating my Texas Roadhouse steak and rolls with that butter. Okay, the honey butter. Like yeah, I like the yeast rolls at Texas Roadhouse with some of that honey butter on it. It's good stuff. Good stuff, Jason. Where are you at? Jason, where are you at, Jason? Talking about Texas Roadhouse. They they've they've got like I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse here, but when we were on the go, I ate at Rib Shack a couple times, and they're pretty good. Oh, Jason's from San Jose too. No, Jason's from Florida. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's yeah, David Jessup's from San Jose, I believe. Got to keep all y'all straight. Jason, when you coming over here? You'll have to. Whoever's coming over here next, I'll have to send you a shopping list. I left a lot of stuff with James and Karen. I got to restock my supply. How long have we been doing this? About an hour. Yeah, it's what it is like, kind of late right now in the U.S. I'm keeping y'all up. David and Jason were chatting at the same time, so I confused you. No problem, HD. I have to get my knee replaced, and when I heal, I'm coming. Okay, that'll be awesome. Like, you'll feel much better once you get here. YouTube censored my comment. What are you talking about, HD? Michael C., I'm going to Chicago first week in December, bro. Oh, chicken fighting arena. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I haven't been to one of those, and I probably won't go. Um, like it doesn't really interest me. Um, like I'm not gonna say it's kind of barbaric, but yeah, it's just not. I don't think it would ever. I can't say male chicken the c word. Yeah, that makes sense. HD, I know what you're talking about. And here recently, like they found in the the Tall Lake, there was like a big story about that. They found like hundreds of bodies from uh, from people that were, I don't know, cheating at the sea fight arena, uh, and yeah, there was apparently there's like a sea fighting mafia or something. Anyway, I don't want to get involved with any of that. Like it's not my thing, so I'm not gonna go and like take the risk of offending somebody in that world. Michael C said, I can bring you a list. Okay, I'll put some thought into it. David is a cool guy. He's living a real dream, looking for the goal. Yeah, David absolutely is a cool guy. Michael C, I make a Walmart run every time I go. Yeah, I made a Walmart run before I went, and I actually left clothes behind so I would have more room to pack stuff for the trip back. So now I have like 0 pairs of jeans. I brought all my jeans back when I went to Arkansas, but coming back, yeah, I left them all behind. Told my sister, like, Goodwill, whatever you want to do with them. HD is like horse racing in the States, then mafia involvement. Yeah, probably. Michael, that would be a nice thing to do. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to, like really think about it. When did you say you were coming, Michael? Let's see. In December, what is it? First week of December. All right, Michael. What I'm gonna do is here next early October, like I'm gonna make a S&R run and scour the shelves and like figure out what I can find and what I can't find. Like the first thing is coming to my mind because I'm kind of craving like some like hamburger queso is like Velveeta cheese and like spicy Rotel. I don't think I've seen Rotel here, and because that has a lot of uses. Velveeta stays good, off shelf. I haven't tried. Has anybody tried? Maybe I need to try the local like shelf cheese and the Eden or whatever it is to see how that is. I don't know how that would be. I would say spicy V8, but like that takes up too much space. They have a new S&R opening October 11th in General Trias. Yeah, the one I go to it's like New Valley, like Laguna, and Hot Ones hot sauce. I like Louisiana hot sauce, and I mean like the actual brand Louisiana hot sauce. Like you can get Tabasco here, and it'll do, and like I don't think that like I prefer Louisiana hot sauce enough to like justify taking up valuable suitcase real estate. Like Tabasco is is an acceptable substitute. Like I would rather get things that there's really no substitute for. Jason Potter said, I like the people that are in your live are also in Michael from Masbati and James Karen live as well. We have a good group. Yeah, and you know, I try not to go live, you know, at the same time and butt heads with everybody, but sometimes it takes some doing to coordinate. Yeah, Hot One. I've seen Hot Ones. It's a YouTube channel. They have a lineup of hot sauce where they interview celebrities. Yeah, they have like the they go through them all, and then you know the last one they put like the final dab of like the hottest of the hot sauces. And yeah, I've watched the show. They do like interviews of celebrities while they're eating hot chicken wings, and yeah, it can be entertaining at times. And it's funny like how like you never really heard of that guy. Like he made that show, and then he gets like, you know, really big celebrities to do that. Like that's pretty impressive. You know, that you could come up with an idea like, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel where I interview celebrities while they're eating hot wings, and then convince celebrities to do that. That's impressive. I finished the whole bottle of Da Bomb hot sauce. Okay. That's awesome, HD. It's gonna happen. And what I do is jump on all the lives for a second to give a like, and I rewatch it afterward. Well, that's awesome. Like I appreciate. Like whenever you know my live stream, like when it's not like going up in numbers, I normally don't do it for long. I actually, you know, whenever I got down to like 4 or 5 people, I normally would have ended my live stream, but I'm getting really close to my watch hours. Like I'm at, I need to, well, like eventually I need to get to 4,000, but for like the first level, I need to get to 3,000 watch hours, and I was at like 2,950. So like close. Like I think maybe after a couple days because like the watch hours are like days behind. Like the one that where you like have to gain the level is like 5 days behind, and it was only at like 2,500 or something like that, because it's 5 days behind and hasn't caught up to all the watch hours since then. But I'm trying to keep getting watch hours, and you know, I'm not just doing it for watch hours, but when you get close to a goal, you know, it's like it gives you a little more motivation. Jason said it's gonna happen, and what I do is okay, yeah. Michael, Jenner Trias is super closer than where you are going. I am 5 kilometers from General Trias. Okay, yeah. Like whenever they open, like I'll definitely go. I don't know when. I think I'm probably getting close to having to renew my membership. Like the membership is like 700 pesos for the year. And I think I've only went one time. Like that's terrible. I need to start going more. Let's see. HD, that Sean from Hot Ones did a great job staying with that show. Yeah, like I said, that's very impressive. I brought it over to a party once, and people couldn't handle it. Just bring the sauces over when you go for a visit. Yeah, and I don't really like super, super hot. Like, I like, you know, a little bit of spice. Like, like when I cook, like I like the kind of, like in Louisiana, like you like the kind of spice that's there, but it's like you don't notice it as you're eating it, but after like you finish, it kind of hits on the back of your throat, like you know you've had something spicy. It's just like the right level to me. It's just like a certain like hit in the back of your throat when you're eating something that's got just the right level of spice to it. Jay Potter, he got very good people skills. He knows how to treat each person properly based on their personalities. Yeah, he does. He has like really, really good people skills, interviewing, personable, likable guy, for sure. Do what Filipinos do, sleep stream. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. In fact, I was doing the live stream earlier today, and I think like Michael was still on, James and Karen was coming on. I'm like, I'm not gonna, you know, keep live streaming. Like wasn't getting a lot of comments, and I was like cleaning my filter on my stove vent and like making my bed, stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and just do stuff and, you know, people watching. Like I just can't do that. It's like if I'm not being at least somewhat engaging, then like I want you guys to go find some content where they are. I'm not gonna hold y'all hostage to help me with watch hours. Like I want y'all guys to enjoy your life, have fun, laugh. Uh, that's not happening at my live stream. Then it's time to end my live stream and try again later. Jason, so some of us don't do a YouTube channel, so maybe y'all can do a video that tells us what we need to do to help you. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll give you a quick rundown. For like, if you want to support a YouTube channel, and I don't know if YouTube monitors this or not. For monetary donations, my recommendation, if it's just a small amount or a subscription or something like that, just go through the regular, you know, YouTube channel. Like if you wanted to donate like a larger amount of money, then like I would contact the creator directly, or if they have like something like a buy me a coffee account, or you know, PayPal information, like they would get more of the funds. Like the way it works, like especially if you use an iPhone, if you do like a super chat with an iPhone, and you know, double click, do a donation, you can tell when it's a iPhone donation because it'll end in 0.99. You know that's an iPhone donation. What happens with that is, let's say you send $20, all right, or $19.99. Let me get my glasses. Let me get my calculator. Give y'all a little math. Okay, so you donate $19.99. Then Apple is going to take 30% of that $19.99. So let's multiply that by 0.70, and that leaves you with $13.99. After Apple takes their 30%, YouTube is going to take 30%. So let's multiply that again, and you end up with $9 of your $19.99 donation. The YouTube content creators that you were wanting to support actually get $9.79. Okay, as far as like supporting with watch time, like what I do, uh, like I tell other YouTube creators, I was like, hey, make a playlist and say like normally I put like all of my past live streams in a playlist, and then like you can just start a playlist when you're going to sleep, turn the volume down, just let it play while you sleep. I do that for like, every night. I go through like the next content creator up that I support. Like I'll go through and, you know, play their videos while I sleep. I don't live stream while I sleep, but I stream live streams while I sleep. Jason, so some of us don't. Okay, HD has some really good questions. Oh yes, questions that are not generic, actual research questions and expanding on it. Yeah, like I'm doing mostly live streams to build up subscribers and watch hours until I get monetized, and then I'm gonna go back to doing more long form informational videos. Like I've got about 5 queued up that I've got scripts for. Been getting like B-roll footage lined up so that I can put them together, edit it, and put out some informational videos. Jason, I'm like Ray, Louisiana or Crystal. I want the flavor, not the heat of hot sauce. Yeah, like Crystal hot sauce is good too. HD, some of the hot sauces have really good flavor. I tried some. Yeah, Jason said, see, this is helpful information. Jason, I've been going on all 3 of your channels and like all your stuff, including your short videos. Yeah, and see, I don't do a lot of like shorts. Like shorts are supposedly good for like gaining new subscribers. But normally the type of subscribers that you would get from like a shorts video, like they have a short attention span. Like they're just, scrolling through shorts. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you like what you like. But like if I got a subscriber like that, like they're not gonna be watching, like they have no interest in watching my long form videos. They're, they're used to like scroll and get out. And like I want to get my viewers organically and concentrate on content that I want to make for the audience that wants the content that I want to make. If people don't want to see what I want to make, then I guess I just won't have any viewers, because like it's not going to work for me unless like I'm doing kind of what I want to do. Be true to myself. Like I'm not going to chase viewers or try to create something or do something that's like not me. And Lance Gore said, "Go Bills." Yeah, they're playing soon. I don't expect to win. I think the Bills should pretty much handle the Saints. I'm like this year. I'm more. This is definitely a rebuilding Saints, and I want to see how the young guys do, see some progress, and the rookies, the second-year players, something to build off of. I said, before this year, the Saints are, probably 3 years out from like being relevant again. And I think they're making smart moves and rebuilding the right way. but I appreciate you, Land Score, and you know your name's close to one of my favorite Saints player of all time. Probably my favorite Saints player. I've got his jersey hanging up, number 16, Lance Moore. Lance Moore from the Saints, receiver. So appreciate you being here, Lance Score. I hope the Bills go all the way for you this year. Jason said, "Seeing you at James and Karen's house cooking showed you in a different light, more of your personality. Don't take that wrong, but it helped us learn who you are." Yeah, I'm a pretty open book, and I had planned to do cooking videos like from pretty much the start of my channel. Like my content is supposed to be like long form informational videos. Like I don't do a lot of my personality in that. It's not about, you know, my personality. It's just about, you know, the guys that are in the US or wherever they are, like getting the information they need to make the right decisions and have all the tools they need when they're coming to the Philippines. I think that's important. Like I was that guy that, you know, was clueless, I watched tons and tons of content trying to like gain any little bit of information I could. So like I definitely want to pay that forward and be like the next guy up that's like just giving the straight facts and you know, like some of the older guard that still does that is, you know, definitely getting older. So somebody's got to carry the torch. Let's see. Wait, someone made a new Niners logo. It's the red and gold colors, but with disabled logo. That's not right. That's not right. It's like I use my personality for birth control. Laugh. That's funny, Lance. Yeah, but yeah. So, like my first goal was, you know, get like a catalog of informational videos covering like multitude of subjects. I have to add to that. Then my second type of videos was, you know, kind of experience the Philippines with me kind of things, kind of like James and Karen does, except without as much adventure. I'm not much of an adventurer, but and I want to, you know, start focusing more on Tagaytay to show like different areas of Tagaytay and, you know, what it has to offer. So I'll do some videos like that, and that'll be more personality, like me. And then the third type is cooking, because it's challenging sometimes to cook some of the food that like I'm used to, that maybe you're used to from back in the States here in the Philippines, and you've got to make adjustments, you know, like how to make buttermilk from scratch. Like you can't really go to the store and get buttermilk, so like I'm gonna find one day how to make buttermilk, get like my recipe down, trying different brands of the milk you can get here with different levels of vinegar, and find out like what's the right ratio. I don't know if I have to add something else to it to get it right. HD says we got a bunch of injured players. That's like the Saints was like last year. Like, yeah, the Saints, like they were terrible, but you know we were using like offensive linemen that, you know, was on some other team's practice squad last year. Like we had to get offensive linemen from the practice squads of other teams. That's how bad it was last year. We had no receivers, like, you know, Alave and Shaheed, like were out all year. Quarterback was out. It was bad last year. Lance said, get guests to help you. Genzy, hello, old man. Hey, Genzy, how you doing? I don't mind being an old man. That's wisdom right there, baby. Lance, great golf game. What golf game? Great golf game. Yeah, I'll definitely have some guests. I did a a live stream with with Frank from Frank and Fell, and I did a live stream with James and Karen when I was there. Made videos out of it. But yeah, I'll definitely, like, I need to find some people that are, like I said, more local to Gai Tai, and like set up some interviews talking about different topics about living in this area and just stuff in general. Like I'll definitely, that'll be part of my kind of experiencing the Philippines. Great. No playoff. Yeah. HD, Brock Purdy, Nick Bosa, Ayuk, Mac Jones. Oh, Mac Jones is in there now. Jennings, Pearsall. Yeah, that's like the Saints were last year. I wish, no offense, HD, but I wish they would have been like that when they played the Saints. Maybe we would have had a better chance. But like Nick Bosa tore us up. Lance said no, get a feisty lady, spice challenge. Yeah, I'm on a hiatus with my girlfriend at the moment, but eventually, like I think she's coming around, and I'll get her in on, my YouTube channel, have a, but I want to make sure it's right. Like I'm not gonna force anything. I told you, like you're gonna get like genuine content from me. Oh, hello. Our starting quarterback became a starter. He was originally third string. Yeah, Halo contest with prizes. Get back to you, sir. Okay, Lance. I appreciate you being here, brother. There's lots of good ideas. I'm storing them away. Yeah, no, we were on our, like, last year HT, like, I want to say that I think last year, I want to say the Saints set an NFL record for injuries in a year. Or it was, if not, it was very close. Like, everyone was injured on the Saints last year. Bosa got a bad knee right now. Yeah, that's tough. But and that sucks for you, HD. Like, it sucks for 49ers fans. Like, not that I have much compassion for Cowboys fans, but it sucks being a Cowboys fan right now. Like, I'm okay being a Saints fan because, like, there's no Saints fan that really expected the Saints to tear the world up this year. Like, we know that, we were going to be bad this year. It was planned. It's, we're it's not going through the motions. Like, they're trying to be competitive, but it's more about like seeing what the building blocks of the team are going to be. And like we hung on as long as we could, during the Drew Brees window, and we got screwed in at least 2 playoffs where I think the Saints would have won the Super Bowl during that Brees window. Definitely the Nola no call against the Rams. Like, we got screwed and would have won the Super Bowl that year. And then we kind of got screwed in the Minnesota game, like the next year, where there was like another no call offensive pass interference that gave them like the go ahead touchdown. HD said it was 49ers and Cowboys in mid 90s. I remember Troy Aikman versus Steve Young. Yeah, the you know, that was you know, a good time in football. There was like the mid 90s was, you know, exciting football. Like now, like I understand some of the rule changes for like safety concerns, but some of the rule changes are not great. Michael C said, "Great ideas, bro. With your channel, I haven't got a chance to really push my channel and get it off the ground, but I will start working back on it. Thanks for the realistic info." Yeah, I'll definitely like I tell you guys all the time, like look for me. You know, like Facebook is king in the Philippines, but you know, search Ray Moore, Moore, Ray Moore, Ray. A lot of Filipinos like spell my name Rey. It's Raymore, and then Tagaytay. Search for that in Facebook. You're definitely gonna find me. Send a friend request. I'm definitely add you. And then, like, anytime you have any questions, just get with me on Messenger. Like, I've got all the time in the world for you guys. Sanders was originally Cowboys and went over to 49. Well, Sanders was originally the Falcons. Falcons, then 49ers, then Cowboys. Because I know that because I hate the Falcons. If you're a Saints fan, you hate the Falcons. That's like the number one rivalry is Falcons Saints. HT. Then we saw the Juice with the Ford Bronco police chase on TV. Yeah, that was that was definitely news. The 30-mile-per-hour high-speed chase. Juice was just sent a friend request now. We can catch up. Absolutely. Let me check that out. Michael Carr. I won't say your name, but I got you. Confirmed. We are now officially friends. And if you didn't know before, you know now, Michael. We're friends. And like I said, I'm like any questions or you know, just want to send me some kind of weird reel. Feel free. I always respond to the guys. I don't respond to the girls. Like I get, like I was like accepting every friend request because I didn't know like who was on my YouTube channel and who wasn't. But then I get like random comments from Filipinas like, "Hi, how are you? Are you married? Where are you?" Like, that has nothing to do with my YouTube channel. They're just trying to flirt. Thanks, bro. No problem, Michael. And I ain't got time for just random chats about nothing. Ray will respond on his burner phone. No, I don't respond to the Filipinos. Like, I don't have time for all that. Like, you know, I told you guys, you know, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. Like, even the girlfriend I have, like, not ready for her to be a full-time girlfriend. Like, just the door is open for her. and hopefully things will work out. You know, love Lynn. She's a great girl. There was just some issues that needed to be worked on, and I think we're doing better. Doing better. So cross your fingers, and all that's going to work out. And like, I'm always going to be transparent with you guys about what's going on in my life. I don't hide anything. And where are we at? Okay, we're over an hour and a half. That is good. It's 1 o'clock. I haven't had lunch yet. So, 10 p.m. in California. Okay. Yeah, I need to make some lunch. I'll tell you what, I'll come over here. Wait, let's see if I can come over here and get started cooking, and I'll show you like the beginning process. A big hunk. Hold on. Rinse off this cutting board. Alright, let's see. I'm not leaving just yet. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do something here. We'll get started. We get started with some kind of lunch. But this is what I do. I cut the majority of this big fat cap off. Then I'll see. I'll see if okay. Trim up some pieces. And I shouldn't need a lot of seasoning. I still got drippings in my pan from where I cooked yesterday. So my pan is already kind of seasoned. But what I do is I cut up this fat in smaller pieces so that it'll render quicker. Just give me a second. I'll show you what I got going on. And then these little fat pieces, once they crisp up, are delicious. Like I'll add them back, like whenever I make my gravy. Then I'll take like these crispy fat pieces and sprinkle them on top. Like I'll make some rice with gravy, and then I'll have like crispy fat pieces sprinkled on top. All right, there it is. I need to get a wooden spoon. That's one of my issues. Let's get all that good flavor yesterday. All right, wait. Okay. Oh, it's not. Yeah, The knife is sharp. It's, well, sharp for wherever that's from. But, you know, but yeah, it's still got some flavor from yesterday. We're just gonna let that cook down. Make some grease if I need to. Like I said, I've got some. How much bacon grease do? That's got I only got a little bit of bacon grease in there right now. I still got. I'm trying to like build up my bacon grease supply. Turn those back around. Wait, I need to. I'm not really set up for this. What I plan to do. I sharpen my knives, razor sharp. My standards might be too. Yeah, I see the Filipinos use a knife for opening cans and bottles. Yeah. No, I agree. Like a sharp knife is good, but it's, you know, it's not too bad. But eventually, like what I'm gonna do right here, my fill light, like I'll unscrew the light and screw my my gimbal onto this tripod so it'll go up. That way I can like put the tripod like this high and get like a view of me and the cooking all at once. But I'm not set up for that right now because I wasn't planning on like doing a cooking video today. In fact, my battery is getting kind of low. But pretty soon I'll do like I'll come up with a menu and like do a cooking video, bring y'all along. But right now I'm gonna HD. I can shave my arm hair with my knife. Yeah, I'm there with you. Like, I don't know. Like this knife is not dull, but let's see. But no, I thought it would shave because I can feel an edge on it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish cooking lunch, and I'll catch up with you guys later. I will enjoy my lunch. Mike, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna cook this down, brown my meat, make some gravy, make some rice, and that's what's for lunch. So on my next live stream, I'll probably use the picture of my my rice and gravy and pork chop as my thumbnail. Basic pot of Cajun cooking in the Philippines. Yeah, I still got plenty of Tony's, but like I said, my pan's seasoned right now with all the spices from yesterday. But you guys, who dat? Love you all.